2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
There you go.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 47. Woo. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 47. 41 for Will. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. All right, hey. Gun. Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It's coming now. Here we go. All right, hey.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go, get out there.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Wide eight. Under. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott eluding the pressure right. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Wide eight. Under. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a success.